Let them see you that you're very positive, that you're very confident. I mean, even if you have to fake it, it's for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. A lot of people are not confident. They get so nervous. But I always tell people, what is the point of getting nervous? What is the point? Like, you want to get this PhD, right? And this is just 5 to 10 minutes. Prepare your mind that anything could go wrong. Yes, maybe you could make mistake, or maybe you will not be able to answer some of the questions perfectly, but you need to ensure that you are confident.
I'm sick of all these thoughts that are stuck in my head. I'm sick of wishing I could just forgive and forget. I'm sick of all these thoughts that are stuck in my mind, my mind, my mind.
Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. It is your baby girl Alma in the building. So yes, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to prepare 5 probably to 10 minutes PhD interview. Personally for me, I'm going to be sharing my experience, okay? But before I actually share my experience, I'm going to be explaining what you need to know, okay? These are things that I did that helped me to be able to get 2 PhD offers in China. I hope it will be really, really helpful, because now a lot of students are getting messages from their supervisors to actually have this interview. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing is for you to actually prepare an introduction, okay? You need to actually introduce yourself. This is the first thing that any supervisor always ask their students. Please, can you tell me about yourself? So I'll advise you to take time to prepare like an introduction about yourself. Thank goodness for me, I did my interview online, okay? So I already prepared like a written introduction about myself. So the moment they asked me, please, can you introduce yourself? I just read it for them, you know. And this is something that you can actually do. So if you want me to guide you, also to help you to know how to prepare this introduction, you can always DM me. I can give you my own format of what I said for my interview, okay? Actually, the introduction just talks about all your academic experiences, even your work experience. I mean, for me, they asked me my work experience. They even asked me where I was. So I had to tell them all these things, tell them what I studied and my research background. Everything is needed in this introduction, because they might still ask you again, but you know, it's better for you to already have told them about yourself, okay? The next thing is for you to actually talk about your research experience. This is obviously what they're going to ask you. They want to know if your research experience is going to go one-on-one in hand with whatever they're going to be teaching you. A lot of supervisors always ask this question. Please, can you tell me your research experience? They want you to know what you have done in the past, because is it related to what they're going to be teaching you? Sometimes, you know, whatever you've done in the past, it doesn't even matter, you know, because you can always learn new stuff, okay? But they just want to know if it's related in a way, you know. It's not that now you have a research experience that is totally different from what your supervisor is going to be teaching you. Sometimes the school asking you, what is your research experience, is so that they will know the supervisor they're going to give to you. Personally for me, I didn't have a supervisor when they reached out to me. I just applied to the school. You know, it's not all schools that you need to get a supervisor for PhD. So I just applied to the school. The reason they were actually asking for research experience is so that they would know the supervisor that was actually suitable for me. So this is why they ask this question. So do not be scared, okay? So when they ask you, what is your research experience? You can tell them about what you did during your master's. And if you're applying for master's, you can tell them what you did during your bachelor's, okay? Because there are some people that actually from bachelor's, they go straight to do PhD. So if this is your case, you can always remember what you did for your thesis during your bachelor's, or even your work. Like if you have some work experience and there are some things that you have done related to the major that you are applying for, you can always tell them that, oh, I've done this, I have experience in so. This will really, really help, okay? Then another thing that you need to be prepared that they're going to ask you is the methodology. These are the methods that you're going to use for your research. So make sure you know that. You don't need to know everything, but at least know the methods that you plan to use. They want to know, okay, what you know and what you do not know. Do not be caught off guard, okay? They asked me this question, and it was so easy because I had used machine learning AI for my own research. So that was the same thing I told them that I was going to do for the new research, because AI is something that you can use for so many fields. So it was just so easy for me to explain that to them. So always remember the methodology that you're going to be using for your new research. Make sure you research about your supervisor, the person that you hope, would supervise you, or just research about the field that you're applying for, to know the methodology or to know what they have done so that you can prepare yourself for this interview. The next thing that you have to remember is the key findings. I mean, what you're hoping, the outcome of your research. Of course, you're not going to be the person to finish this research. Sometimes a research, you're the one starting the new research. You're just adding to something that someone has already researched. Okay, so let's say, for example, you're doing your research in AI or machine learning, and you just want to add something to it. So you're just going to tell them, oh, what I hope to achieve. This is your key findings, and this is something that you should always remember when they ask you. The next thing is your contribution to your field. A lot of people want to know, what is your contribution? Why should I bring it to my school? What is the contribution that you're going to bring to my research? This is another thing that you need to also prepare, okay? You need to know that everybody is thinking of what this person is going to do for me, and no one is thinking of what they want to do for you, okay? But yes, we all know that PhD is not so easy. I mean, it is really not easy. But I'm going to tell you something. You need to just know how to just have this positive mindset. You need to understand that some people have done it and have graduated. You also can do it. So you also need to just prepare what you're going to tell them that you're going to be contributing to the research. You also need to be able to let them know your future direction for your research, okay? Very important. You need to know your past experience, what you're going to be doing presently, what you're doing presently, and also what is your future plans, your future research. This is something I prepared my mind for. After I had prepared my introduction, I prepared, okay, what I've done in the past, my past experience, my past research. Also, I prepared my mind what I was presently doing now that I could tell them, so they don't look at, oh, this person is not doing anything with what they have learned. Oh, this person is not doing anything, and then they don't take you serious. So that is why you also need to tell them, oh, I'm doing this currently. And also, you also need to remember future research. This is something that you're going to tell them. You need to be able to engage with them. You need to be able to engage with them. Let them see you that you're very positive, that you're very confident. I mean, even if you have to fake it, it's for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. If you have to fake it, you need to fake it. A lot of people are not confident. They get so nervous, but I always tell people, what is the point of getting nervous? What is the point? Like, you want to get this PhD, right? And this is just 5 to 10 minutes. Prepare your mind that anything could go wrong. Yes, maybe you could make mistake, or maybe you will not be able to answer some of the questions perfectly, but you need to ensure that you are confident. I mean, that confidence may even blind your eyes from the fact that you probably don't know a lot of things. That is why you need to practice. You need to actually practice before this time. Look at yourself in the mirror so many times. Practice. Check your internet, check your network, check your phone. Ensure you have charged your battery, you've charged your phone, you've charged your laptop, whatever you're going to be using. If it's an online interview, if it's an offline interview, make sure you already prepare what you're going to wear. You're properly dressed in corporate wear. I mean, this is an interview with a supervisor. So you need to prepare yourself corporately before you actually go. Practice. The reason you are practicing is so that you actually reduce the tension. So, when you practice a lot of times, even when you think you have made mistake, the other person doesn't know you have made mistake because you have practiced so many times. So that is why I always tell people, try to practice a lot, okay? It will really, really help you. Prepare all the questions, all the possible questions that an interviewer or your supervisor may actually ask you. This will really, really help you. This is something I always do. When it's time for interview, I go on YouTube or I go to Google and I search, please, can I have 10 to 20 questions that they can ask me in this particular major which I applied for? And then I always find at least 10 questions, and I ask myself these questions while I am practicing, and I answer them because I already prepared the answers, okay? Most times when you are actually under tension right in front of the interviewer, you sometimes will forget everything that you have written. That's why you're not going to cram everything you have written in your head. Just understand the questions, understand the answers. That way you can be able to explain, express yourself, and make sure you practice, okay, and prepare your answers. This will really, really help you. This will really, really help you to be able to do so well in your interview, okay? So guys, I hope this video have really, really helped you on how to actually prepare for that 5 to 10 minutes interview, whether it's online, offline. This is something I did that helped me get 2 PhD offers. I'm telling you guys, it always works. If you do this, I'm telling you, you're going to ace that interview. Please do well to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.